All right, so today's video, we're doing something a little bit different with Spectating. I said I wanted to watch players who are like, this is my best game. You know, let's see an ego VOD. You know, do you think you're the best Tracer in Plat? Let's see it. And that's what this video is today. They say, hey, you wanted to see some of our best games. This is in Plat 2 on DPS. This says, this game I played like an absolute beast. Diffing their Tracer and hitting almost every pulse bomb, and it still went downhill because my D.Va W keys into a Symmetra and gets demeched immediately. The entire team played relatively well, except for our feed in D.Va. Well, first of all, it seems like you're really hard focused on your D.Va right now. That cost us the game. Our supports were fine, and our Freya was really good and applying a lot of pressure. So you just decided you're just gonna blame the D.Va. Not to toot my own horn, followed up by, but this performance was easily high diamond level. Freya was also good, so they can also be high diamond, and our supports can be low diamond. Oh, that's very nice of you to decide what the ranks are for your teams. As for our tank, they can go to gold and go to those lobbies instead. Hope it's a fun watch, and any tips are appreciated, even if I am quite tilted after this game. So they sent a screenshot in too, and like their D.Va stat line also seems very normal. So let's just see. We got the best Tracer in Plat right here. Let's go. What a 1v1. This is what it's all about right here. What a duel. What a duel. what a start. Remember, the Tracer you just killed is going to be behind you, so be careful on this rotation. All right. This is Tracer. Yep. Okay, good recall. It's crazy because, like, so far, if you didn't notice, by the way, your D.Va's gotten some kills. Your D.Va's also the reason why you got some other kills there, because you went backline pressure. When you went and got those kills on the backline, your D.Va was going in with you. Oh, good Freya ult. Shoot and deflect there into the D.Va. All right. Now this is a good pulse bomb opportunity, so this is where, you know, you can pop off easily. Oh, this is a free kill. Honestly, the last person I expected you to get was the Moira, so that's a good pick. Hey, doing a good job with your movement for now. All right. Oh, yeah, I mean, if the Moira had that, yeah, which is, I mean, I think the Moira must use prior. Okay, you're pressuring D.Va. Okay, now you're running away. All right, normal. This is a normal situation in a rank game. All right, good follow-up to your teammate's good ultimate. Man, Moira really likes to engage the 1v1. Going to points, a good play here, by the way. Going to point, trying to pull that, and just to show people, the reason why you do that is because if everybody's up here and you're pulling the point as Tracer, yes, you're not engaged in the team fight. But if you're ever like on like a flanker, this is a good play. Because now one of these players here is going to either be forced to go down here, or you flip the point, and then now they have to even like head back to the point even more. So you're creating space in a good way. Don't be afraid to do that. If, like, you don't have to always be involved in every team fight as Tracer, and that's what was happening there, right? Team gets pulled down to the point. Now your team has map control, and you're going to have close to point control, right? It's a good play. Their D.Va hits a good ultimate. Again, this wasn't a team fight that was going to be advantageous for you. All right, apparently you just like to try to pulse bomb the Moira. I want you to think about one thing there with that pulse bomb, okay? Because you're like, yeah, I'm playing lights out, I'm dominating, etc. Just remember, what is that pulse bomb going to do for you if you kill the Moira there? Nothing. The team fight was already lost. At that point, you wasted your pulse bomb for that kill. Now, would I have gone for that pulse bomb? Absolutely, because it would have looked cool anyway, but still. All right, let's see what happens next. Starting to move in, looking around the map. They're engaging you quickly. Nice shot by your Moira. Good start. I will say, things you've done good is like you're constantly looking for backline pressure. Oh, we're back to this 1v1. This is a duel for the ages. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Hey, you won the duel? Hey, listen. I can't say anything to that. You're winning the duel. Okay, here we go. Getting close to pulse bomb, so I'm sure you're looking for the Moira. Good pick by your D.Va. Good job. Oh yeah, the movement's been fine. Every rank's gonna be different, and that's why I want to see, like, you know, your best of best, and you know, in like Plat, for example, right here. So. I gotta pause for 1 second. That was great, but like, did their Tracer not have recall, or did I miss something? Like, why would their Tracer not recall that? Was there just like, that's the part I'm trying to figure out? Like, but, I mean, that part doesn't matter there. Good play by their Genji. I was gonna say, like, that's why I got confused. Did the Tracer just decide not to recall that because they didn't, like, save and recall for next fight? Oh, true. Okay, I do want to point something out. We're 6 minutes into this game. Your D.Va hasn't fed at all. If anything, I've seen your D.Va enable a bunch of kills for your team. I want to point that out. Now, I know this game could shift and it could get different, like, later on. So far, 2 rounds, two points in, your D.Va has been fine. I'm looking at it from your point of view, so I'm seeing what you're seeing with the D.Va, and your D.Va has been enabling kills for you and doing a good job with pressure. So I want to see where this shifts at some point where you're like, oh, my D.Va, like, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, you're right. They said they fed into Sim. Okay, good call. Good call. I remember that now. You're right. See, that's why I bring that up, because then chat's like, oh, yeah, remember they talked about Sim. So, okay, we'll see. Good D.Va ult there. Nothing you can do about that. I mean, you're playing well. What I will say you're doing a good job of is, like, I'm not watching you play, like, Cassidy, for example, and you go, what do you mean? We know we're watching Tracer, but like, I've watched Tracer point of views, like they'll legitimately just be playing Cassidy, the same play style. So it's been good. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Good ult. All right, that Genji's been kind of rolling you at times. Not like rolling, but like that's kind of been like your arch nemesis this game. Good nano by there on it. Good decision making here. This is the correct play, because a lot of players will see that and be like, oh, I need to go sit there and get on like the D.Va because they're on the point. But you're like, okay, I need to go main, distract them. Your D.Va went forward and got just rolled by a bunch of ultimates. That pulse bomb certainly was a pulse bomb. Don't worry, we've all been there. Good recall. Good pick by your D.Va on the Genji. And then the D.Va gets the Genji. I'm just saying. The Genji has been your arch nemesis, and the D.Va has killed the Genji a couple times. Just saying, so you know. Good job taking the 1v1. Like I said, a lot of your backline pressure has been good. You've had the right idea. Like, this duel is correct. Nice job by you and your D.Va going to backline. All right. Nice. All right, good job by your team. Bungle, thanks for the 11 months of the Prime sub. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, you haven't played a bad Tracer game. I mean, straight up, like, you've had good moments. The only thing I would suggest is, like your pulse bomb target priority needs to be a little bit better. Sometimes you overuse your movement. Good movement's really good as Tracer, and what makes really good movement as Tracer is the unpredictability. Like, sometimes, like, as you climb the other Tracer, you're doing the same, like, rotation. Sometimes the other Tracer, as you climb, will pick up on that and then start to win those 1v1. At a certain point, try to change your movement up a little bit more at times. And work in the blink melees. Yeah, I can say that now because I hit 1 in every 10 blink melees now, chat. So, yeah, what can I say? Not a big deal. Genji just all-ins your D.Va. Can't do much about that. Big pen by the Hog. And Fry Dogs, thanks for the 13 months of Prime. So thank you for the love, everybody. Appreciate it. All right, your teammates are down. I mean, you couldn't do much about that. Your D.Va got rolled by a Genji Blade. And then now you're going back in. So they're comp. And now I want to look at their comp very quickly. They have a Hog, Sim, Reaper, Moira, Ana. So what's your goal now? Like, what are you going to do in this situation, right? You're going to have two targets. You're either going to have to go for the Ana. That's the bread and butter here. Like, if you really need to know who to get on, you're going to go on the Ana. The Moira can't peel as well, all that. Let's just give you one more thing here. What happens if you can't kill the Ana? Well, next up is going to be Sim, right? Easier said than done. Sim is really strong. But something that gets underrated here by some players is cooldowns. You also have the opportunity to really frustrate the Reaper and the Moira. So if for some reason you can't just get the Ana for free, don't be afraid to go for the Moira to get fade out. Don't be afraid to get on Reaper and play like mid-range against Reaper and make Reaper have to use shift. That goes a long way to winning team fights. And I think sometimes Tracers, like DPS in general, might get caught up on not doing that. And then that's where everything kind of gets like a little bit more of a struggle. You have to wait for the cooldown. No, you're baiting the cooldown out. Nice stick there. The idea is to bait the cooldown out because everybody wants your teammates to get the cooldowns out of the other team, right? But if nobody's doing that, then how can you ever wait for the cooldown to be out? So what I'm saying is, like, that's an opportunity for you to bait that out. Good job by your team to get this point back. That's why it gets underrated. You're like, oh, wait, I'm not going to do that, you know? Yeah, Roadhog is good to go against if nothing else is happening. Like, that's who you're going to pressure. That's like your default target if, like, you can't get to anybody. But, like, that, there you go. You heard the Reaper. Oh, there you go. And this is what I mean. Like, you can play this mid-range, and now this Reaper can't do anything against you. Look at that. There you go. Apparently, their Reaper doesn't like to use cooldowns, because if I'm correct, that's the Tracer from earlier, too, right? Yep. Kind of an interesting nano there. Okay, I do want to point out, in defense of your D.Va, if you're getting mad at your D.Va right there specifically, in my opinion, that was a better play by the Ana than it was a bad play by your D.Va. And I'll show you why. So here we go, watch. So your D.Va's with your team, right? You've been playing very aggressive the whole game, okay? This is something that can happen to me on D.Va too. You're playing very aggressive, you're in. As of right now, look at this. A Tracer in the back line, a half HP Sim, both their supports, but everybody's kind of cut off, right? You're going for trades. Your D.Va as of right now is fine. Boom, getting on the target. Is this a bad play by D.Va? No. This is just a better play by Ana. That's it. See? D.Va doesn't have the cooldowns right there, so can't get out, and then falls over because you have a nanoed Sim. That's a better play by the Ana than it is anything else. See? Oh, that was close. That was... that was close.
My ultimate is ready to be unleashed.
Nice stick again. Good job, by the way. You've done a good job staying alive here. Good backline pressure. D.Va's going to point. Hog used a lot of ult. Okay. I'm going to rewind this very quickly, chat. Because here's the thing, right? Because I saw something here that I think was interesting. The Symmetra clearly wants to get on the D.Va, right? We're seeing this, okay? And if I was Tracer in this situation and I recognize, like, okay, there's heroes that are going to cause a problem to D.Va, I want you to see something here. And I'm going to show you where split-second decision-making can make or break a team fight. You get a huge pick on Ana. Great job. 5v4 now, okay? Keep in mind, D.Va's had to fly away, use a lot of cooldowns here, okay? I want you to see this, chat. So think about this. I see a Symmetra right in front of you. And keep in mind, you already killed the Ana. So the Moira's not going to be able to keep the heals up that efficiently here. So what wins the team fight here? You going for the Moira and overextending to force out the cooldown? Maybe. Or do you just kill the Symmetra right in front of you, who's not even looking at you, running in a straight line, and is the one problem that you're going to run into during this team fight? The Moira already ulted. You don't have to worry about a Moira ult, okay? But I want to show you where this decision-making, right here, boom. Instead of going for the Sim, who's running in a straight line at your D.Va, look at this. Straight line. Not even looking anywhere else. Straight line at the D.Va. You go for the Moira. You force out the cooldown, but now the Sim gets ult off, You kill the Moira, but now the Sim can take the fight over. Do you see where, like, even though, yes, D.Va struggles against the Sim here, in that situation, if I'm on Tracer, or if I'm the D.Va, if that Tracer comes back and helps me kill the Sim, game's over right here. Game's on over right here, but you give yourself a much better opportunity. I don't even know what's gonna happen this team fight. Your team still might win this, etc. But, like, I want to, like, showcase that whole sequence of where, like, that could have went the other way easier, and you don't end up winning the team fight. So, again, there was something you could have done here to help change the fight, and I want you to always, like, think about that in those target-focused situations. The kill on Moira was great. I just wanted to showcase where I saw an opportunity to help your D.Va and to help your team win that team fight. D.Va's gonna stay on. The reason why I think D.Va stays here is because Simwall was just used and you have D.Va ult, so you have, like, two lives when you go in there. Here we go. Okay, just want to showcase this very quickly. If you're a D.Va player in this situation, by the way, and D.Va does overextend here, I do want to show this. Engaging up here is fine for now, but because there's a Roadhog as D.Va, what you need to do is actually back down completely so this play doesn't happen. Staying there is fine initially, but then, like, using the flight to fly around like that, you want to drop back. See, so that was definitely not the ideal play. And D.Va didn't ult that too, which the D.Va should have ult that to keep the suit. But anyway. D.Va survives it. Regardless, you get a pick. So your team's in a decent spot. Hog goes in, hooks baby D.Va. You have a free kill on Ana. Nice job. Now you got to kill some sim turrets for your teammates. Hog on point. Moira is where you're going to go next. Moira is up there with Reaper. Moira's to your right. Good job on the Moira. Reaper in front of you. Reaper should be falling over. Nice job. Okay. Good ult by D.Va. All right, Sim gets you there. Target focus wise here, you need to get on the Sim of the Mercy. And you need to force out those cooldowns soon. Sim or Mercy is going to be your target. Good stick, good play. Nice job. Really good play by Reaper. Watching the point. See what you're doing. You're getting aggressive. You're going backline pressure. D.Va almost got ult there. I'm going to be real with you. I know you really wanted the hard focus on your D.Va on this last point, and don't get me wrong, there was a couple moments where D.Va could have, like, you know, maybe played a little bit smarter position or went here, went there. But I'll be real with you. I think their team just made better plays towards the end. Like, that's more of the vibe I'm getting from this game. Their team just made better plays. Because, like, when you went in there and traded, like, they went backline and Reaper just got a really good ultimate off. You're on a nanoed your D.Va, and that was fine. But, like, when it came down to the clutch moments, the other team did better. I will say you played well. This was good Tracer gameplay in Plat. Now, was it high diamond? You know, I'd have to be able to compare a diamond game at that point. Maybe we will. Do you know what we need next? Because you think you need to be high diamond? I need a diamond Tracer VOD to be able to compare it to. Or, if you think you're the best Tracer in Plat, I would love to see other points of view on Tracer, because then we can kind of get a better idea of that. Kind of have this, you know, you think you popped off and you're one of the, you know, your ego VOD and best placer on Tracer. What if we see another Tracer VOD in Plat and see how that compares? And, like, you know, it is a whole thing we could do here, but that was cool. Either way, you did play well here. I would say try not to hard focus too much on your D.Va here. I think your D.Va played well up until the 5th round here, and that's not the reason why you lost. I even referenced a team fight where I think you could have won this game easily. It had nothing to do with your D.Va and had to do with decision making, right? So remember that. There's always things you can improve on, and sometimes hard focusing on what your teammates are doing sometimes. You can control what you can control. Work on some of the things we talked about, but overall, great gameplay. I thought you had some good moments there. Target focus needs a little bit of priority though. But yeah, like the video. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube, leave a comment, all that helps. And if you want to watch more fun videos, all that little box down here, you'll see the video. Check it out if you haven't. With that being said, hope you have an amazing day / night.